Okay, hey, my name is Angela Brooks, and I am the podcaster for Blogging for Profits. And today I'm going to be talking about procrastination is the fear of success. And we've all done it. Doesn't matter what level of person you are, beginner, not beginner, high success person, doesn't matter. Everybody has procrastinated somewhere along the line. And that's just because there's a fear mostly that's in your head. Fear is nowhere outside your body. It's in your head, and you generate stuff. The longer you think about it, that gets worse and worse as you think, and you put it off, and it doesn't go anywhere. If there's something that you've got to do, you've still got to get it done. And if you keep pushing it off, before you know it, the end of the day's here and you've missed your opportunity. Then you feel like crap because you didn't do what you set out to do. And a lot of people think that success feels heavy because when you get to success, you're supposed to know it all. You're supposed to have it all together, and you don't. And I have learned that a lot of people that are very large marketers, they had no clue when they got started. So having the honor of sitting in a room with a bunch of mastermind people, I got to hear their begin stories and their fear of success and fear of public speaking and leading a community or building a team. They didn't know what to do next. They just kind of went forward anyway. And that is the best way to grow as a person, and is to invest in your time, learn something new, and then teach it, just like I'm doing today as teaching on a Facebook Live. And that is Ray Higdon's ILT, which is Invest, Learn, and Teach. If you go out and become a professional student and you just learn, but you never share your notes or you never put those notes out there, then you become a professional student and you procrastinate because you're not sharing your knowledge with anybody else. I am a blogger. So when I go out and I invest in my time and I learn something, I always put it on my blog. And now I am also adding it to a podcast because there's a lot of people that don't have time to read. And when I was beginning in my business, I listened to tons of audios because I was on the road, 45 minutes to work and 45 minutes on the way home. So that was my university. It was a mobile university is what I used to call it because it was inside my car. So number one thing, that when you have a fear of procrastination, your body has a response that we all know very well. Your heart rate quickens, your palms get sweaty, your nervous system is telling you, your brain is designed to protect you. So the first thing it tells you is, no, don't do that because you'll get hurt. Knowing in person what you're going to do, public speaking feels like you're going to die when you first get started, but nobody has, well, I'm sure somebody has, but nobody generally has died because of public speaking. But you do get super nervous. Your palms sweat, your heart rate increases. I remember the day that Ray Higdon asked me to be on his success panel at his top earner event. I think this may have been my second or third event that I'd ever been to with Ray Higdon, and there was 500 people in the room. And he asked me to sit on his success panel. I was all good until we got ready to walk on the stage. My hands were so sweaty. It was ridiculous. My heart was beating out of my chest, but I was not going to sit in that seat. I was going on that stage. And once I got up there, everything was fine. You know, they hand you the microphone and you get to talk to this entire audience of people. And nobody criticizes you. They're clapping applause and giving you encouragement. And it's just stepping over the barrier of being scared is where you're going to actually find yourself in a growth mode. And most people are afraid and they procrastinate because they're afraid of failing. They're afraid of being embarrassed because they tried something and it didn't work. I've done a lot of that. And once you get over feeling like, oh, I'm going to look stupid, or I'm petrified because I'm going to speak in front of people and they're going to judge me. People are going to judge you regardless. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how perfect you are. You can walk a straight and narrow and people are still going to judge you. Just know that's going to happen. And you know what? I've never paid a bill with anybody's opinion, so I could really care less. If they don't like what I do, they don't like where I'm going, how I'm shopping, anything about my success in my business, they can go in 90 degrees. They can go somewhere else, because I'm going to do where I'm led to go. And I feel like I am on a platform that I have spent 8 years building this business, and it's selfish for me if I don't share my knowledge with other people, because there's a lot of folks that were just like me who are working a job that it's paying the bills, but it's not where their heart is. It's not the thing that builds their passion every day. I get out of my bed ready to go to work, and trust me, when I worked in a daytime job, I wanted to lay in the bed. I could think of 1,000 reasons why I didn't need to go to work, even if I wasn't sick. I'll wake up with ideas going to work. I was thinking about this video this morning when I was getting ready for the day. So when you're doing what you're aligned to do, the procrastination goes away. But when you start procrastinating, you have to really stop and look at yourself going, is this where I'm supposed to be? Is this my alignment? Am I doing what I am meant to do? I had to work a job. I had a family to feed. I had bills to pay. And my husband, he had a job as well. His job wasn't going to cover everything that our family needed. So working in that job until I figured out what else I could do to get out of it was just something I had to do at the time. But I spent the last 4 years in the working environment critiquing and defining my business so that I could walk away from that. And it's been 4 years. I can't believe it's been 4 years. Another thing is people have a super strong need. It's a need to feel accepted from other people. They really want other people to cheer them on. They want them to have acceptance. They want them to say nice things. And I'll tell you from experience that when you build a business and you start in a path that's different from your friends, they're going to talk about you because they don't understand what you're doing. They don't understand your path. And they're going to go, oh, that's stupid. That's not going to work. That is a pyramid scheme. That's a scam. You're not going to make any money. And I'm like, I don't know. A lot of people do, and I'm going to give it my best shot. And as you grow in your business, you're going to slough off friends whether you want to or not. And that's very hard to lose people that's always been in your life. But not everybody's going to support you in your growth. Not everybody's going to be excited about you doing something that is different from what you've always done. And when you start stepping away from a crowd of people that you've always been around, and you will always find a new crowd of people. The ones that will support you where you're going, the ones that will encourage you. I have met some ladies that are thousands of miles away from me, and we have Voxer on our phones, and we talk to, I've got one lady who lives in England, one's in Washington, D.C. I've got people down in Florida, in Washington State. And I don't get to visit with those people except when we go to events. And those are my peeps. When I get a stuck spot or they get a stuck spot, we collaborate with each other and encourage each other, because I still love my local people and my local friends that I've always had, but they don't understand my mission where I'm going now. And that's what a lot of people are a fear of, is stepping out of the normal. So, and I know this also because we had a situation yesterday. One of my clients that is also in the 14-day challenge had such a fear of doing her challenge that she was 6 days. Well, yesterday was 6 days. She had done one, so she was 5 behind. And she was like, the more she put it off, the more behind she got. And she's going, how am I ever going to catch up? I'm like, stop posting in the group and go do your live. And she did. She survived, and she was wonderful. But there's a lot of people that just keep putting it off, and then they end up saying, oh, I can't do this, or I'm too far behind. Instead of saying I'm behind, do whatever it takes to get caught up. I don't care if she has to do 3 a day to get caught up so that she's with the rest of the group, as long as she gets over that fear factor and moves forward. Because absolutely, procrastination and fear will kill your success. And a phrase that I read this morning was this: be consistently consistent. Consistency is your absolute, that is your success, is showing up, because I don't care how bad you are. I don't care how new you are. if you are consistent, results will show up, period. So be consistently consistent, persistently persistent, perfectly imperfect, and unabashedly focused. I love that. When you step up and you actually do the work, you're going to show results, because 90% of the people who start a business or start a project or start a New Year's resolution, they drop them off because they don't have the passion or they're not consistent with it. It's not that they can't, it's just simply they won't, because they're not consistent. So if you would like to have the notes to my 14-day challenge, I've kept them all in a Google document, and you're welcome to have them. I've got all of my links to my video lives. I've got all of my links to my podcast, all in one nice, neat document. You're welcome to have those. All you have to do is just send me a message, and in the message, type the word notes so that I'll know what you need, and I'll get those out to you. It is a Google Doc that you can just click. There are already live links so that you can just go straight and watch each and every one of them if you'd like. Just send me a note, send me a message, and I'll get those to you. If you have not liked this page, click like. You can also activate the button so that when I go live, you will automatically get notifications and let you know that I'm out here. And if you would, what else was it? What else was I going to tell you? My notes. I think that's all. But anyway, I am done for the day. I'm going to actually go finish a blog post, and I'm going to put all of my links over there. So if you're not following me on angelabrook.com, I will see you over on the blog. And tomorrow is day 8 of the 14-day challenge. So I will see you then. Bye.